Now, before anybody starts saying I'm doing this because I got paid, that is definitely not the case. Looking at some of my videos, I'm very sure the government considers me as a major asshole. I'm still as broke as Humpty Dumpty. So with that, let's start the show. Nigeria has never been a situation that has affected the whole country. The closest we've gotten is flood affecting 3 to 4 states. And when that happens, the government just comes around, sprinkle money, then walks out like they just dropped a mic at a rap contest. There's no contingency plan for a nationwide crisis. That's America territory, and even they are having problem with this virus. Not that I'm trying to give credit to the government, I'm just saying look at that aspect. Okay, now many of us believe that they should give money to the poor. That's fine and good, but one problem: who is the poor? I'm not saying no one is poor, but rather who or how do we classify poor, or what criteria do we put up that if you fall under that, you are considered poor? For example, let's say students. Yeah, many of you are going to say yes, they fall under poor. So what of students that go to private university? Are they going to still be considered poor? So when the government is giving money, they too deserve a cut, right? Okay, are we going to say if you make a certain amount of money per month, you are poor? No matter what the money is, 20, 30, 10k you put up there, how can you be very sure that these people lining up to get the money make that certain amount of money? Many people will be making more than that amount but want to get some extra cash. Annoyingly as it is, there is no workable classification for the word poor in this country. Even if you say you are going to use bank account to find out who is who and send them the money, do you honestly think everyone has a bank account? The woman selling akara on the street, the little ice cream man, the woman handling her little shop, the people living day to day, Almajiris. This is a problem you can't start thinking of solving in a pandemic. If we are going to work with a rough estimate of poor people in this country, we are probably going to arrive at 150 million people. This is me guessing. I know somebody out there will want to argue with the numbers, but please bear with me, okay? There's a reason for these numbers. Let's agree by some miracle the government was able to solve these problems. Now, giving the money to people without accountability, that money is just going to end up in some people's back pocket and not to the public. Imagine you watching this video. I give you 10 million and tell you to share it to people in your area. Let's say 10k each. And I walk away. I have no records of how many people are in your area. I don't know if you give them the money. You may even give me false number of people that are in your area so you can get more money. I know some self-righteous person out there is going to say no, he's never going to do something like that. But there's two problems you have not thought about. Number one, if you are going to vouch for yourself, okay, that's fine and good, but can you vouch for everybody that's going to get that 10 million? You're not going to do something like that. And number two, what if I was giving 50 million to give you and I gave you 10 million? See, first and foremost, you're never going to know how much I was giving, and you can't even rat me out even if you know. Why? Because you're not going to get another bonanza like this if I'm in prison. And what if I was supposed to get 50 million but I only got 20 million from my oga? Do you see how up the ladder this will go? There is no accountability in this country where money is involved, and I'm not just trying to insult the country. And do not say there will be records. Records respect themselves when they see money. How do you think ghost workers became a thing? You think people love working, that's why they became ghost workers? Look, when money talks, morals are already lying down on the bed saying, "Oga, take your time." But let's just agree we're able to solve all these problems in the pandemic. And now we have arrived at the cataclysmic problem. How much is the government going to send to the people? We have not talked of how much the government will give each person to survive for a month. So let's just agree that the government will give each person 10k. Remember, it's 150 million people that need help, right? So that will be 10 times 150 million. Where is my... There you are. All right, 10 times 150 million. That will be... That's how many zeros? I think my calculator is busted. Let me use another one. Alright, let's do this again. 10 times 150 million. That's 15 trillion naira. Holy shit, that's 15 trillion naira. Our government will spend 15 trillion naira in 1 month. In 1 month, we're already red lighting. In 2 months, Nigeria doesn't even have an economy anymore. That is 30 trillion in 2 months. No government is going to think of that. Even if they are crazy to pay the first 15 trillion, we would be lucky to see even 1 trillion to go around. I am sure when the government sees people saying that they should give money, half of them are laughing so hard that they break a chair. The other half is like, please send the money, I need to get a new jet. At this point, point, I can only ask, why did the banks and all these people send them money? Like, how can the smartest people in this country be at the same time the dumbest people in this country? So if you are still waiting for the government to send you money, I would like to say get help, but I know they haven't invented that type of help yet. Whew. 15 trillion is an eye-opener. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you have any comments, please drop it in the comment section. Please share the video because that helps a lot, and if you have shared any of my video, I can't thank you enough. Subscribe to this channel if you like what you see, and you can check all of my videos. With that, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Stay diamond, people.
We are seeing the word has entered the church. The church has gone back to the word. What am I saying? You are banking in First Bank. First Bank carry billions. Go give federal government. UBA carry billions. Go give federal government. Jada Bank carry billions. Go give federal government. And we that are banking with you people. Hey! You could not give us 5,000. You are giving it to government. Where are all the money that they took from Abacha? Where are all the money that crime was recovered? Where are all the money that EFCC recovered? Behave. And tomorrow you will tell me to come and put my money in your stupid bank. May God punish you and your GM. Yes, sir. Nigeria, they'll go and give federal government money. Go and collect it. Go and collect it. We'll not send you. Now you're good, now I go kill you.